We've all done it, right? Endlessly scrolling through TikTok, watching video after video after video after video. The time just disappears and you end up spending way too long on your phone. Well, you're not alone. New research from Amnesty International has found that TikTok is doing this by design. The algorithm that decides what we see is carefully crafted to fill up our feeds with the kind of videos it knows will keep our attention. And sometimes these videos can be dark, depressing, and even potentially harmful, especially to young people who may already be vulnerable.
When I watch a sad video that I could relate to, suddenly my whole For You page is sad, and I'm in sad talk. It affects how I'm feeling.
You've all seen them. They come with tags like sad TikTok or venting account. And if you stop to watch them, TikTok will show you more and more and more. And while it may keep you scrolling, it could also affect your mental and physical well-being. On most social media platforms, the content that we see in our feeds is highly personalized. While algorithms track our activity and calculate which content is likely to keep us scrolling, data relating to what we like, what we think, and how we feel is collected and used to more precisely target us with personalized advertising. This is a violation of our privacy. And back in the 90s, before the internet was even a thing, it would have caused uproar. But here in the 2020s, this abuse of our rights is fundamental to pretty much every big tech company's business model. You wouldn't invite a stranger into your home to collect intimate data about you. But this is what happens when users, including huge numbers of teenagers, log on to platforms like TikTok. And the risks don't stop there. In our investigation, Amnesty researchers opened a series of fake TikTok accounts posing as 13-year-olds. Scrolling through the recommended videos in the For You feed and skipping past any of the dance crazes and cookery hacks, we stopped to watch and re-watch any video with a mental health theme. Soon enough, the amount of potentially harmful content started to go up and up and up, dragging our fake 13-year-olds down toxic rabbit holes.
If one video is able to catch your attention, even if you don't like it, it gets bumped to you the next time you open TikTok. And because it seems familiar to you, you watch it again, and then you watch it again, and it rises exponentially, the frequency of it in your feed.
I can't just wake up and be okay.
The trauma gave me trust issues.
Some videos showed depressive thinking or teenagers crying. Some had themes of self-harm and suicide, and others were openly encouraging it. For children and young people experiencing mental health struggles, this stream of toxicity could potentially make things worse. And the fact that this kind of content can be delivered straight to your phone on a platform that is designed to keep you and each and every one of its 1 billion users scrolling is a serious problem. But of course, this is only part of the story. We all know that social media can be fun and even helpful. You can connect with people and you can share experiences, and it can make us feel good about ourselves. And this is why Amnesty wrote this report, to ask TikTok to be better, to do more of that good stuff and less of the bad. But what does that mean exactly? Well, here are some ideas. We know that TikTok isn't going to change its business model and start respecting our right to privacy without public pressure. But legislation introduced in the EU is already protecting social media users up to the age of 18 from targeted advertising. So it's time for TikTok to make this ban global and protect all of its young users. Even with a ban on targeted advertising, the content you are shown is still determined by an algorithm. So it's time for TikTok to give you the option to take control over the content you see, and to make this kind of personalized feed an opt-in rather than an opt-out. There is no reason why TikTok shouldn't give you what you want, instead of shoveling what is potentially the worst possible content into your feed without even asking. Finally, if it's not too much to ask, we'd really like TikTok to do more to discourage teenagers from spending unhealthy amounts of time on the app. Social media should be fun. It shouldn't be making you forget to eat or sleep or spend time with your friends. To work out how best to do this, experts and young users should be consulted, and whatever measures TikTok puts in place should be monitored and transparent so they can be held accountable. We don't hate TikTok. We just want it to be better. Better at respecting our privacy, better at keeping us connected, and better at protecting us from harmful content.